Alright, so we're here at Pull Apart. I made a little list here of what I'm looking for. We're looking for an NP231 along with the shifter. The right front sway bar link, axle shafts, and not top priority, but if they have some nice door panels, we could snatch those too. Let's go take a look, see what they got. They got some new used cars and a Honda Passport, a Mitsubishi Montero Sport, and a GMC Jimmy over there. There's a nice Grand Cherokee bumper. So I'm beginning to see why people like the Grand Cherokees so much. On the way in here I printed out a list of all the Cherokees and then the Grand Cherokees. The Grand Cherokees, there's more than twice as many of them out here. But this list is also useful. It tells you exactly where they're at. Aha! 98 Cherokee. Let's take a look. No transfer case. You know, I told you a minute ago I needed the shifter for a 231, but I did some reading online just now and found out that, well, from what this guy says, you don't need to replace this. You can use the 249 shifter with the 241. Who knew? From looking at this one, it's not going to bolt up anyway to the Grand Cherokee from the Cherokee. It's kind of shaped differently, so I guess we'll trust that the one I have will work. There we go. The 97 Grand Cherokee. Now, I was missing the front right sway bar link on mine. I don't know if I'm going to even use them or not, but I figured I might as well get one while I'm here. Although that one looks pretty shot. I'll see if I can find a better one. This one had the 5.2 liter V8 as well. Seats are shot. It's got a decent headliner, but so does mine. It's got the CV drive shafts. I'll have to look for a Cherokee to see if I can find some, axle shafts that I can use on mine. This kind of gives me an idea of what mine's going to look like without the front bumper, although there's no grill. But you can see at the bottom there, the radiator's kind of sticking down below. Here's another 98. Actually, I think that's two of them right next to each other. This one has what I'm looking for there, but I'm going to keep looking, see if I can find a nicer one. And it also has really nice seats in there, but on the seats, I need seats, but it's not like mandatory, so definitely not going to get those now. It does have nice door panels though, although that one button is missing right there. That sucks. You know, I didn't even realize this before on mine, that this is like a compartment. It's got a little spring and hinge on it. I thought it was just broken. Check this out. This is a 92, and somebody has replaced the axle shafts with the beefier 96 and later shafts, and somebody looks like tried to get them out because you can see the bolts are already gone, but maybe they failed. I don't know. Let's take it out. Is that the newer 760 U-joint? Now that I've got it out, I'm questioning myself. It's hard to tell. They're so similar in size, just a little bit bigger on those newer 760s. Check out this Dodge Magnum. I always like those for some reason, especially when you pimp them out. They look really cool. I don't know about this one though, but here's another 98 grand. This one too, the sway bar bushing is kaput. I found one that wasn't, it was just kind of dry, but I'm looking to see if I can find one in better shape. I was looking at that Grand Cherokee one compared to a regular Cherokee, an XJ, and this one is longer, which is what I'm going to need for the lift, but it doesn't have that little wibbly wobbly thing on the top. Does that matter? I don't know. Maybe I should research it a little bit. Here's a nice 95 ZJ with a brand new axle shaft and boot. It's unfortunately the CV style, but this one, check it out, it has the longer sway bar link like from a Cherokee. I'm completely confused now. Unfortunately, it still has the 249 transfer case in it. Wow, there's a really nice grill, completely untouched if you like green. Check this out. I guess that's why you don't use CV joints on an axle shaft. At least stock ones anyway. RCVs. Completely awesome. This seat has the same problem mine has, is that it's tearing apart at the seams for some reason. Although the passenger side looks pretty good. Looks like a good seat if you cleaned it up a little. I was tempted to take that grill. I completely missed the fact that there's one thing missing. That sucks. Saw this Dana 44 cover and I got excited. And I looked under there and there's nothing. Somebody probably just threw it there from something else. It does, however, have a 231 transfer case. Check that out. Is that what's really under my 98 bumper as well? If so, I think I can make that work. I had no idea that was under the skin. This 249 comes with your own dirt dauber colony. Check this out. Can't believe somebody would sell this to the salvage yard. It's got that little cow thing over the top. It's got some pretty nice stock wheels. Everything seems to be in decent shape. Some Bondo right there. The tailgate. The tailgate is perfect shape. The dent in the cab over here, right there, or the bed. But it is two-wheel drive, so I guess there's that. Interior though is in great shape. Look at that. It's a nice bench seat. Dash is still perfect. Doors are not falling apart like they are on the ZJs. You know what? I've had people from all over the world messaging me wanting one of these things, and they don't make them anymore. So I think I'm gonna snag this one. Sweet. Score! I can't believe these seats from the 90s have lasted. And if you look at all the Cherokees, all the seats have lasted pretty much. And then you look at the ZJs and the WJs and modern cars, and the seats are just torn all to hell. So it makes you think, are they engineering these things to fail or what?
for?
Don't need it, but I find myself wanting that bed liner and also the bench seat, but then I'd have to buy an MJ to go along with it. Problems. I think I'll leave it be, but I really want the whole thing. The problem is I'd have to take it out piece by piece. There's some nice wheels for a Dodge Durango bolt pattern. Check this out. This is exactly what I was looking for. A U-joint with the ABS rings on. This happens to be a 94 ZJ, and it has the 242 transfer case. And here's another on a 96, a 242 transfer case. It's cozy in here. So here's my dilemma. I know they have what I need. They've got the axle shafts with the ABS. They've got the 242 transfer case, which is supposed to be an easy swap. But the thing is, I've been doing this for so long, I have a 231 transfer case sitting on the floor of my shop, and I have axle shafts out the wazoo. They don't have the ABS ring, but I'm really not that concerned with analog brakes. None of my cars have ever had them before my new truck. So, do I sit here and take the next 3 hours to pull these parts that I need, or do I just use what I have in my shop? Now the axle shafts, for sure, I know that I can use the ones in my shop. No big deal. I'm not concerned about the ABS. Now the transfer case, on the other hand, supposedly it's a little harder to go from a 249 to a 231. Never done it before, but supposedly the 242 or the 249 to a 242 is much easier. Is it enough to go ahead and pull it? The thing is, the 231 has more aftermarket support, and I also have a slip yoke eliminator laying around for that, although I'm not going to use it for this project. So, I'm still debating. All uphill from here. Daggum. Okay, well, I didn't exactly bring home what I came for, but I got some really cool stuff that I didn't expect to find, so that is a huge plus. Can you believe there was such a nice MJ just sitting out there? That's awesome, and sad at the same time. Dear. So anyway, I figured that I would just use the 231 that I have sitting in the shop. I'll deduct the cost of what it cost for one at pull apart, and the shafts as well, since I already have those. I didn't feel like taking the time to pull them. And if I decide to go with the 242 instead of the 231 for some unknown reason, then I know that it's just sitting over there at pull apart, and they have plenty of ZJs always, so I'm sure it won't be that big of a deal to go grab one if I need to. Sweet! Just stopped by AutoZone and got a spring compressor, so you guys can't complain anymore. Still looking for a half inch 12-point socket. Got it. Could really use that.